Welcome to another episode of Street Talk with Bar. As always, rest in peace, Mr. Magic. It takes a wise man to learn from his own mistakes, and even a wiser man to learn from the mistakes made by others. This channel is not to promote no illegal activity. It's just to give a outlook on certain lives that live that life, and got credibility to talk about it, and also at the same time to let you know that ain't the way to go. So, through experience, trial, and error, hopefully you can find something positive to take away in your path towards your life. This one, I'm gonna do a little piece on 50 Cent, the original 50 Cent, Shamik, aka Shamik, aka Kev Webb. This one gonna go back to Rikers Island in 1985, right? So there was this dude named his name was Born. Born was from I think he was from the Bronx. So this is C-74, 1985. They bringing Born back from KCH, which is also Kings County Hospital. So I'm in Four Main, right? They used to call it the House of Pain. I don't know if they still do it. So we all locked in. We in our cells. It's about 10 o'clock at night. So they bringing Born inside my housing area because they just released him from Kings County Hospital because he had some type of, you know, something happened to him, which I'm gonna explain in detail what I seen. So they was, transferring him back to the island, and he landed in my housing area. So Born is he's about 5'3" and real stocky. Born was like a little power lifter, looked like black dude from the Bronx. So he's at the bubble, and the bubble is basically where the correction officers be, where they control the cells, basically where they control Four Main at. That's the bubble. So like I said, we all locked in. It's 10 o'clock at night. So Born is yelling down the corridor, yo, this big Born, Bronx, blah, blah, blah. He basically waking everybody up. Like I said, he's a bully. He's a tough guy. So the dude right next to me, his name was JR. That's what they called him, JR. And I think his full name was Claude Stallworth. Claude from Queens. Anybody might know. I don't know if these dudes are still alive. If I was Born or JR. I wasn't close with them, but I just know about this incident because JR used to always talk about cat this, cat that, cat this, cat. And he was basically talking about Fat Cat from Queens. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first time I started hearing about Fat Cat in 1985. So JR and Born knew each other. So Born jumps up out of no JR jumps out, and like I said, JR was one cell to my right next to me. Basically, he was my neighbor. He comes to his gate, and he goes, "That's Born from such and such. Yo, this JR. Yo, this JR. Yo." So Born walks all the way down the corridor to come talk to his boy JR, right? And they kicking it. Now I'm laying in my bed. I'm up now. So I've been up. I was just laying down all that time. So I hear Born while he talking to JR. He said something about 50 Cent. So when I heard 50 Cent name, I got up and I came to my gate because it was dark. And I'm listening. And he said something towards the fact that he got beef towards with 50 when he see him. Da da da. I'm like, oh shit. So now I can't really see who he is. So I just get, after listening to him for a while, he started talking about some other stuff. I goes back to my bunk and lay down. So that was about 10 or 11 o'clock. Then about 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. They crack my cell because it's time to go to breakfast now. When I get out my cell, I get a chance to see the guy born. Yo, this dude got a knot in the middle of his head. The size, like, yo, he could have been a spokesperson for the. He could have he could have been on a contract with the St. Louis Rams. Yo, I never knew a knot could get so big, man. That shit looked like a unicorn, bro. That shit was huge in the middle of his head, yo. It turns out that 50 done hit this nigga with a mop ringer, yo. Oh my God, man. That shit was nasty, yo. That knot was incredible. And it looked like it had like a heartbeat to it. Oh man. So we go to chow. We walk to chow. And when we get in the mess hall, one thing I could say about Bourne, he definitely was going. He definitely said he was going to do what he was going to do because when we got in the mess hall, there was a housing area already in the mess hall eating, and come to find out that was 50 Cent uh, housing area. So I didn't see 50. Excuse me. I didn't see 50, but what I did see was Bourne jumped over the rail, and he just went running at somebody. And then I seen 50 jump up. 50 had on a little robe, like, he just took a shower and he on his, he came downstairs to eat breakfast. And he had on some pajamas and some slippers. So when Bourne rushed him and the cops kind of intervened and Bourne was fighting with the police. And first he chased, 50 picked up some utensils. I think they was giving plastic knife and a plastic fork or whatever. And 50 picked it up and he started running around the correction officer laughing. Because I guess that was a joke to him. And Bourne was chasing him. But Bourne looked like a ram, yo. Like he wanted to just ram 50 with that knot, yo. God damn. But he definitely went at 50, yo. That shit was crazy, yo. But that's a little 50 Cent story. Stay tuned to the documentary to come out. Shamik, aka 50 Cent, The Untold Stories. Bah.